I just bought 5 of the cheapest sofas on Amazon, just over £1,600, which is about $2,000. Should you buy furniture on Amazon without actually seeing it first? I'm going to tell you, because I've got 5 that I've put together, tested out. Over a period of about 6 to 8 months I've been using them, so you'll get a real honest opinion. The bonus for you is that I'm not on their payroll, so you actually get a real life opinion from me of what I think, including all the good bits, the bad bits, all of that stuff. In the chapters you can see individual sections, so you could jump to the sofas you're interested in. Hopefully you find this helpful. Let's get onto this episode. I bought the 5 cheapest sofas on Amazon, and we're going to see which ones are worth your hard-earned cash. I say cheapest, there's different budgets in these 5 different sofas. I'm going to give you a breakdown of each of them for their category. We've got lightweight futons, we've got actual full sectional L-shaped sofas, we've got mid-tier ones and really comfortable ones as well. Is it worth picking them up on Amazon? We're not just any old channel that unboxes stuff and calls it a day. We're going to be putting these sofas through their paces. I'm going to be putting them together, from testing their durability over time to measuring their dimensions and giving a quick overview on the color options. Stick around and find out which of these bargain couches sofas is a steal and which ones are cheap for a reason. This one's £149.99. Again, in dollars that will vary. You're looking at about $190, $180. Let's have a look at this one. I've got a number of these sofas online. It's always good to see what they look like. You never know what you get when you're shopping online. So I'm making this video to help you. I like the size of it. It's a nice, small, compact design, very lightweight. So you're not going to get anything too luxurious. It's a good budget price, which reflects on the item itself. It looks like a good build quality so far. I've felt it and I like how it has a bit of a bounce in it, a cushion in it. I've got the grey version here and you can see it's not very long. So it is, I'm 5'8", so I'm actually quite short. But overall you could get away with sleeping on it. You can see the spacing here while I'm showing you these clips. And the back does push down to make it a bed as well, so that's a bit of a bonus, or even a wider seating area. If you've got like a laptop or something, you can push the back down and use it as like a sitting cushiony thing. This is how it comes in a big box, and you can see here I was able to get it out of the box myself and everything was nicely packaged, so it made it safely to me. I put it down face down to get the feet on, and I've seen a few videos about the feet. Luckily mine were the silver feet and they screw on and they had sturdy connections, so it's actually a good point to screw onto. Simply screw it on, lift it up and bring it around. You can see the back, you need to actually fully bring it up and then lock it back, otherwise it'll just keep dropping. There is a bit of a mechanism in there. Once you do it a couple of times you'll get the hang of it. I put a couple of cushions on there, and overall this is the spacing, and this is going to go upstairs. We've got a few extra rooms that need some seating, and I'm actually putting this upstairs. A nice velvety type feel to it, and it looks like a nice color, grey option. The next one is $189.99. I'll pop up the little thing on screen to show you the Amazon. In the listing you'll see all the breakdown. Let's have a look at this one. Is this the right settee sofa for you? Well, here I'm going to show you exactly what you can do with it. It's actually very versatile. You'll notice in the back it's actually a section there. You can store additional blankets or throws there. It's got 2 side cushions. In the photo it looks like they're side armrests, but they're actually cushions. You can see there's a number of things you can do with this. I'll show you a quick overview of everything I tested on it. I've got it for our main downstairs room, perfect size, not too big, not too small, and also you can fold it into a bed or a normal settee. I'm 5'8", so that'll give you sitting on. So it's a great option for your main seating area, your lounge for example. I was planning to put it in the office, but I'm seeing how, because it looks so good, I've put it in our main room. It's got steel feet which actually come in the package. You can screw them in with 4 screws. You can use a hand drill. I used an electric drill, which is a bit easier. It's got a chrome effect to it, and you'll see it's not the heaviest thing in the world, and it's got its fold down little mid tray. So again, these are the side cushions that you can see here. You can use them or not use them depending on your choice. It's a nice PU leather feel item, and it does look very nice here. I like the feel of it, and the cushions are very good as well. And it's quite low to the ground with the low feet. And again, here I'm 5'8", and I can comfortably lie on it to relax basically. So hopefully this is helping you in this. I've seen a few of these and people mentioning that there's different sizes, but different for your main seating area, and it's overall bouncy, cushiony, everything you would expect. And as I mentioned, in the back of it, you've got a little gap, so I actually keep my extra throws, pillowcases, things like that. You can just push them around the back of it. Just remember to move them out when you make it into a folding bed. And it's got the stand here as well, so you can actually use it for drinks and things. We're getting into the slightly more expensive options. However, you're getting a lot more for your money there. It's $269.99 on this one. Prices vary. Check the description. You'll see the price listings. Let's have a look at this. So if you have a smaller apartment, this will actually be excellent because it comes into 2 sections. So this is where we moved it to. And here is where it was. So downstairs we had it set up, and I'm actually moving it. It's a great option. We got it in a grey colour. The sides just pull out and away, and then the middle 2 sections have a hinge system. So you can actually flip it over, take the feet off after you put the backs down, and it's actually able to be put into 2 sections. So if you have a difficult apartment to reach to, or maybe a smaller entrance, then doing this allows you to move it up here. It works very nicely. So we've got our throw cushions and the lamp as well, making it a beautiful option. So I'll show you this as an option here. You can use it as a bed as is, or if you wanted to put the back down. And it's easy and comfortable, and I like it a lot. I thought I'd make this to show anybody who's thinking about buying it, if it helps you to understand the sizing and what it feels like. This next one is actually $349.99, a little bit higher in the budget. However, in this class, it's still a cheap price. If you're getting it delivered to your house, is it worth it? Let's have a look at this one. Can I lie down on it? So I was trying to do that, just there. And then if you're watching the TV or something, you can relax, you kind of go, I don't know. It's not really got that, you can't get your feet, you can see. It's not designed to be a fully comfortable sofa. It's designed to give you a little bit of seating in like a smaller location. But I do like the versatility. It's like a large sofa, but smaller, if that makes sense. So there. It's with me, I'll have it for like a long period of time, so I'll review it over a long period of time to see how well it performs. Because the main thing is when it's new, it might be really nice, but as you use it and they start getting used, the sofa might get bedded in a bit, so it'll take like 3 or 4 months. So normally have it for a good 8 or 9 months, then I'll do a second up. I will also actually do a video of showing how to put it together and how easy it was. And the second part of this video will be that it's very comfortable. It's got a nice cushion on the bottom, easy to control so you can move it around. It's called a Loveseat, so it's actually designed for 2 people and it's a smaller size. But I think it's perfect for apartments or putting them inside smaller locations, and if you've got a small room for the kids' room maybe. And it looks like a real big sofa, just a miniature size. It's got a good construction, feels like sturdy and firm, and the back of it, you can see if you sit down, you can actually put your arm behind it, and it's got a nice cushiony feel to it. So overall it's very pleasing and I like the look of it. I think it will last quite well, and the cushion of it is very nice and soft. It's got a linen material. It's available in a few colours, and the box size when you get it, here's a quick look at how big the box is. About 15 kilograms, so you need 2 people to carry, about 30 pounds roughly. And in the bottom of the base unit you get your armrests, and it's all that slide, kind of slip and slide, and the feet come in the bottom as well. So when you put the base down, it's actually already made, so it's only 2 big cushions, and the instructions that come with it are quite clear. It's got easy steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bed in the little feet. You screw them in, and once you've screwed both sides in, you basically put it on either side, and the center unit will slip on and just hold onto those metal brackets, which means it's easy to take apart as well. So if you need to move about, or if you're in the accommodations or you're renting anywhere, you can easily have it taken around with you. Perfect for sitting down watching TV, and very comfortable. As well as the back, it slides in, and you want to slide it in and then take the little extra bits off, which are Velcro, which mean that you can actually put the cushions back onto the back. So overall it's very pleasing. I like the quality of it, and if you're thinking about it, hopefully this has given you like a nice overview. Ooh. What do you think of that? Second blanket here. Now this can be like a bit of a colour blanket, and that'll give you a little bit extra. I can imagine myself. This is quite a nice setup actually. So once it's all fixed up, you can see here it's got a very nice luxury feel about it. The fabric looks good quality. When I sit down for a bit, it leaves a few creases, but that's something to keep an eye on. This final one is $659.99. However, this is more or less 2 sofas, you could say. Let's have a look at this one. So here's a great option for you if you're thinking about a nice sofa slash sectional L-shaped one. So it's actually very solid and it's a nice setup. It looks very sleek, and you can see here the cushions are very comfortable. The actual base cushions are a bit more firm, and the upper section, the back, has softer cushions for your back. It all comes in a nice box, which I'll show you in a section. And also I'll give you an idea of how I put it together, so keep watching and you'll see what you can expect to receive in the post. I'm working out my house and I'm actually doing out every room, so we've got a number of different varieties, and this is another one that I've built here to see. So you can see the boxes, it comes in 2 bits. The armrests come in a separate box, and all the cushions on the main unit come in a big box. I was able to put it together myself. You can take the cushions out of the lower section, which are stored underneath, and the feet are these chrome ones which screw into the actual armrests, and those slide into each side. So it takes a bit of pushing and groaning around, but you can see here, if you line them up correctly, you can just push down and it all slots into place nicely. It's got a nice sleek contemporary look. Cushions are really comfortable and I do like it. I like the extra option here because it's more of like a footrest type situation, and you put that underneath the sofa sectional and the big cushion comes out to make the L shape of this, and you can use it in multiple ways. So definitely feels like a nice option, very firm and sleek. The cushions look very nice, very sleek lines, nice lines. Overall, it was quite easy to put together and I was happy with it. It does look very well. I'm just deciding which room to put it in. I normally put it together here because it gives me space to put it together. And you know what? It's very nice. The cushions you can see are nice and fluffy, the back ones. I'm going to put some more cushions on here anyway. And I could comfortably get maybe 3 people, full adults, sitting on here, one with their feet extended like this.